Hey there, everybody! Welcome back to Timberborn. We're gonna play some more time with our beaver friends, and I've been doing a few bits and pieces. Sorry that it's night time. It is nearly gonna be daytime, and it is nearly gonna be time for a drought. Unfortunately, but while we just wait for the morning to roll around, and see that I've been breaking a few blocks down here that were, there was a blockage here that I've broken to allow some extra flow of water here, and I've marked some spaces for some more blocks. We reckon they've done this one. I don't think they can do this one. I think they're saying that one's too far away. And I'm actually, after all the commotion with the districts, I think this one's in the wrong place. It's way too far over to the side of the district. We don't need it to be all the way over here. Oh, there's the drought. So yeah, I'm thinking I need to just very carefully move this district centre up here somewhere. This land doesn't seem to be suitable for growing things anyway, so maybe that's the best way to go about it. You can see I've got a few more things being built down here, another foresters and some more beavers getting ready to cut trees, but we're having a real problem now with logs. Logs are an absolute issue. Let's just head over here and make sure everything is going okay. Yeah, the water's stopped flowing, but that's fine. We're holding that one up at quite a high level. This is all good. I don't think that's flowing now. We'll just pop that up just to be sure. And everything here is all pretty much as you'd expect. We've got enough power here. Yeah, we can keep making the bread. What have we got? We've got, what's going on here? Sunflower seeds in there, flour in there, which there isn't much of, but when there's only one mill, so maybe it is worth having another mill. But perhaps this one should have been a mill, and this one, and just the bakery's there. I might get rid of this one so that we can make a bit more bread. Obviously, there's a little bit there, but they're taking everywhere as well. So there's lots of things going on. Oh no, we're still building a bit more housing over here as well. Just to make sure we don't run out, and it looks like we've got a nice wheat harvest going on as well. So there is a lot going on. It's hard to keep track of everything, and obviously I've got to keep an eye on all this water now. We are, doing well, beavers, on getting through. I really would like them to focus on this one now, but they seem to be going as whatever's closest to them. We've got this one's full, this one's filling up. Yeah, I'd like to get through here. I'd actually, half the reason we're doing this is to get this path clear. So that would be great, but obviously they're just working on what they want to work on. I might have to put in another stockpile. Yeah. Right, the drought doesn't seem to be bothering too much. Yeah, it's the lack of logs. There's one log here, and there's one log here, and there's no logs here. So all the building projects that I've sort of lined up are going slow. Or at least this guy is working on that now, so we'll get some more trees. And I realise it doesn't help that I have switched my priorities a bit around this way and that way. We're going to have pine over here, and we're going to have oak over here. Once this starts going, I'm sure it's going to be great. It's just there's a bit of delay, because obviously the oak takes a lot longer to grow, and that's slowing things down. And there's a lot of trees to plant. So hopefully now with 3 beavers working on that, we should get a bit further. But obviously only this one can go around here. So we'll see. Hopefully we'll get there. And I think I probably will swap these ones out for pine again once they've grown and been chopped, because this doesn't make sense to have those over there. Right, I'm going to just try putting in some paths to help them get here. How far is this? This path isn't too far, so they should be able to get to these. Oh, and I've put in marked in a floodgate there. Let's just see if we can get them to come here. This should be close enough now. Yeah. I always find it a bit weird that you can put the paths underwater and, oh yeah, they're going to go and work on this, I guess, once they can get the materials. Because that will mean, once we've got that and this, we'll be really changing the flow of the water around here. And obviously I want to work on some bigger ones, different areas. Yes, I should put some more path in here for them as well. We are sort of getting a little bit far, and 74 is quite far. But again, I think moving this up here is really going to help that. If we imagine looking at this like that, and this looks more to be the centre of the area that I'd like to work on. I'd like to get all of this so that it's covered in trees, for instance. So we can have all of this area and as much of down here as possible. And if we've got these gates in, then we can stop the water when it's drought season. Maybe get a bit more control over that bad water as well. Well, that's that drought over with. Cycle 13 now. So I feel like I've actually been playing this game quite a long time. And it didn't go too badly. I wasn't perfect. Not going to pretend that things didn't dry out a little bit. Let's bring the water back into view. So we did lose some crops, which was a bit unfortunate. I was just a bit distracted with building and all sorts of other things. We're so close over here to having things like how I want them. So this is looking really good now. And yeah, once they're all done with all of this, then we'll change all these paths and things like that. I'm going to put another thing in here. This will be really helpful for future droughts, I think, if this can be blocked here as well. And then hopefully we can keep this area nice and fertile, because they can't plant anything here because the ground's no good, so they won't plant the trees. But on the note of trees, we have during the drought managed to get a nice supply of logs. Just about everywhere it's got some logs. That's good. I think actually what I might do is stop the lumber mill for now, because I don't need any more planks, and we've got quite a lot of gears, so they can keep making some, but not too many. Yeah, let's just make sure things don't get out of hand with that. Well, and we'll just wait for the water to come back. It is slowly, but it does take a whole day to fill up this thing, so I do need to get on to the big dam project across here to shrink this down. I'd really like to get my bad water prevention in here as well. To have to siphon it off in different directions if I want to. But it's a big project, and I just don't think. Every time I start a new episode, I'm like, yeah, that's on the plan, but I'm not getting any closer. But yeah, we're going to move the district centre here. I've cleared some space. So as soon as that's done here, so that will cause this to start to fill up nicely as well, I think. Then we can see probably a dam here is quite important. We might even be able to then stop the bad water completely and let it just sit over here, and I don't know, can it go out that way? I have renamed this one. I have got pictures of what the settings should be for the new one. So let's start. Can't go back there. Just one space back, I guess, and we can we can work around what goes near it. Or I don't know. We get rid of this bit of path and then it can sit at the front. And we have got 58 beavers over here. Wow, okay. Well, they're all finding their beds at the moment. They're just having a shuffle. I do think we've got a little bit of a bed problem. I don't know why there are... Well, let's have a look over here. What's going on in the farming district, which means that there are beavers with no beds? Is that just because we've been reshuffling? Right, we'll just let everyone sort themselves out, and hopefully we don't need to build a load more beds, but maybe we do. Maybe this needs to be a new area for housing, because yeah, we can't have beavers not having beds, although overall we have got enough. We might just need to rearrange that. How you doing here? You're just chilling in the water? Okay. They seem happy-ish. They're just standing in the water. Maybe they like that. Maybe that's fine. Well, it wouldn't be a Timberborn episode without a self-caused disaster. It doesn't matter about bad tides or droughts. The thing that really, really affects me is my lack of planning. And this time, I let the beavers, population grow and grow and grow. And I just wasn't keeping an eye on how much water we were collecting. I've been around, I've put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 new pumps. Now that is nearly double the amount of pumps that we had. But the water levels are really low and there's some very thirsty beavers. No one has died yet. I might have caught it just in time. I was focusing on housing. As you can see, we are getting there with new housing here, new housing over here. There's been a lot of beavers without anywhere to sleep. But they do actually all now have somewhere to sleep, which is nice. I think though they'd rather have something to drink than somewhere to sleep. I think their priority is probably balanced to survival over comfort. But we'll see how that goes. I've slowed down lots of other things. We've still got this. The water is just going crazy again, of course. We had a little flood here and all sorts of things because, I just can't keep on top of where on earth all this water is going in so many different directions. This bit's flooded right now. They don't seem too bothered, I guess, but it does slow things down. I don't know where they're putting all of this, because this looks full. Yep, I guess it's all just going into their stations. We are through to this area now, so this can happen soon, but I can't focus on anything else until the water situation is better. And of course, every night they stop working at the water pumps and they run out of water. So I don't know if I've got enough or not. We might have to increase the working hours just so that we can pump water longer. And I will, well, now we've got, most of our water's there. We'll put in some more water storage, but there's no point storing water that we don't have. So we'll see. I think I can officially declare the water drama over. There's a lot of water stored. I'm pumping a lot of water. I've cleared some space. We're going to put in a couple of more water pumps actually. This is me overreacting to the situation, and I think that's perfectly alright. If I want to overreact, I will overreact. I can put that a wheat back there. Yeah, I feel that's my prerogative to massively overbuild on water and things like that. That I think they're important. The population is just going crazy, if I'm honest. So many beavers being born. There's too many, but I can't seem to stop them. So, I limit their housing, and they just keep sleeping on the roads and things. So that's not ideal. Are we gonna? No. Oh no, we haven't got that in yet. Okay. So I'm starting my work on this island here. I thought I might as well collect all these berries. Building lacks workers, crikey. That's the first time in a long time. I will deal with that in a minute. But yeah, we'll collect all these berries and then clear it and plant it out. And there's just this little area in the middle I thought was quite good for, putting workstation type buildings and lumberjack flags and some of the grindstones as well. We are starting to bridge across. There we go. And we've got to clear this bit as well. It's gonna be a big project, and then I've got my eyes on this as well. Because if I can get this to be constantly full, we'll have much deeper store of water here as well. So I don't know if I want to start that now or wait until they finish this. It kind of like everything all at once would be great, but it's just not sensible. And I have to keep watching out on what is going on because, I've got a lot of different new paths for the water. And it's interesting. I don't even know, I don't know. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't, but I did decide to do this and add 2 of the mills together with 3 bakeries, and I think that's going to work better. There's a lot of flour here now. There's a lot of wheat, to be honest. So not much bread. It takes a long time to make bread, I guess. But then we keep running out of logs. Right, here we are. Drought time again. And, well, I'm quietly confident. Everything is, it's looking good. There's lots and lots of water available. Ironically, the thing that's not available is logs. Just don't have enough to be doing anything. Oh, wow, I've just seen, that is a long, long drought. Right, I need to be really, really on it with this. Just keep watching as what is going on. And make sure I'm putting all the water where it needs to go, because that's not gonna be easy to do, I don't think. Okay, I don't know if you call it exciting, but I mean, something's happened. We are actually getting trees now over here, which that's important. That's a key part of the plan. And the oak trees have started to grow over here, and you do not want to be replanting those. So I need to just keep an eye on this, because literally just oh dear, that was bad. Okay, it's okay. We can fix that with like that, I guess. And I just need to make sure that these are replanted as the right things once they've collected all the resources from them. So that's going to be, me watching trees be chopped and things. But so the wood situation, it should be coming under control. And I'm just going to pause it so I don't lose control of all of that. And the water situation is not bad. Obviously, there's plenty of water stored. All these tanks are really quite full. And, you know, the water is... I haven't let this go dry yet, which is important for food and such. And this is even managing to stay. I wasn't sure it would. Probably should close this one now. Because otherwise we'll lose too much out that way. It's a whole new setup, and I'm still learning how to make this work nicely. Well, I mean, this has been a really tough drought. This area just suddenly emptied of water. I guess from all the pumping and everything, and just evaporation, it just ran out. But I have still got. Oh, this is still good. This is empty now. Nothing you can do about that. Don't want to pass any of that through. There we go. We've got that back with some water. And so we'll close this one up again. That was just a bit of an emergency sort of. Let's let some water through, and this one can stay until those water wheels stop turning, I guess. Well, it did dry up in here again, and there is not enough water to come this way. So I guess I'm going to raise that up, like where it's just there's not enough. It won't flow through. So we've had to open up from here, and hopefully there's enough water here to sustain all of this for now. Just want to keep the trees growing, really, is the thing. Right, at last the drought is over. Let's hope the water flows back through nice and quick, because well we need the water. I'm going to drop all this and hope that all of this lasts. I think we're completely out of space for storing wheat, so this is just not. There's 3 spaces in that one. I'm guessing this is full. Yeah. So they're not interested in harvesting this now. They don't want to. I don't blame them. So we'll just wait, I guess. Oh, these are died. They might come back. Well, we'll see. Oh my gosh. Right, everything's flooded now. Oh, what's happened? Let's take this one down, I guess. And oh, that's not the problem. Maybe is this the problem? I mean, just empty it, I guess. There's plenty of water. Oh dear, that's bad. That's going to be really bad for all the crops and everything. Let's let that all get out of here. I guess it's because of all the water here. I hope this doesn't do bad stuff to my stuff that's all stored. Wow. I mean, that's one way to make the rest of the place inhabitable, although if you look, even with that all flooded, there's not really that much that can be used, which is disappointing, because I thought at one point that could have been an idea to flood this area. Come on. I was too busy looking at this over here and how this was just about getting somewhere to realise what was going on. There we go. Don't you say you're thirsty. You're standing in a flooded field. Slowly getting rid of the last bit of the wheat here, and slowly working through these oak trees at the back and replacing them with pine trees. Not very quickly at all, though. I guess because there's lots of other trees. And we have got a lot of wood now. In fact, yes, everywhere is full on the wood supplies. Got nearly 1,000 wood. It's even some over here ready for these. So that's great, you know. I did all of this and we haven't even touched it. I'm going to put some more storage up here, I think. There's lots of building projects going on everywhere, and it's all going really well. And you know what's happened? I think I'm just about full on log storage. Yeah. It's so full that I think they're not actually chopping down the trees now. So it's time for the big boy. Is that gonna like double the storage? More than double. It's multiple times bigger. It's a lot of research points, but it's worth it, and I think I can afford to build it. So up here, I think is the most sensible place for this. And I'm thinking maybe 2 of them. And then there's never going to be a problem with it. I can get rid of that. And yeah, I don't see why not 2 of them. I'm going to make that one really low priority, but yeah, get on with that. And then we'll empty this once that's built. And I don't know, more room for trees? And we probably should like move this and plant trees there as well, because we can, and we shouldn't be wasting tree planting space on storing planks, which could be up here where we can't grow anything. This is coming along nicely. Obviously they're working on it best they can, but they might have shifted to working over here. Yeah, as I thought it would be good to get this in place, so that for the next drought we might be a little bit readier to bring the water level up to here, around here. I don't think I want to go higher than that. Obviously this is huge and it's ready in case I do want to go higher, but that would mean building flood defences all over here, and that's a lot of work. Could split this into 2 at some point maybe, when things get real fancy. But we're not getting this particularly high because we can't get this one high, and this would have to be higher. So yeah, until that one is built, and then this can only go to 2 as well of all of this, and you don't want it flooding all over the top of there. Yeah, there's a lot to manage before you can really utilise all of the space for making proper reservoirs and things, but it is slowly getting there. So it's day 12 of cycle 14, and I feel like it must be getting close to a drought or a bad tide. Just it feels like it's that sort of feeling it's coming. So I thought maybe just a little update on all the building work, because there's a lot going on. I don't know where to start. So we've got this busy area. This area for collecting wood, going lovely. Very, very busy, and in fact beavers are very busy everywhere. Oh, we've got some more pines we can plant there. That's great. They've been taking ages to get to those because they've been so busy with the rest. So that's really increased the production of logs, and we're storing them up here, which is just means we've got tons of storage space, and even more once this one's built, but that's on a back burner for now. It's not important. So many building projects. I have put extra builders huts in places over here and over in the industrial district. So let's have a look over here first. This is the beginnings of shoring up this shoreline so that we can raise the water level in here. This floodgate coming in here. Oh, let's put the thing up. And once we've cleared all these trees, then we'll carry on building these levees across here, and that will shut off that area completely for when we raise that, and also keep this section lower because, well, we don't want to flood everything we've been working on. And then round here, if we come back through the industrial district, everything's getting a bit connected up. It's looking a little bit square, I have to say, but this was the most sensible way to do it. So, I mean, you can see lots of stuff has been built. Floodgates here are waiting but they're going to be a while. But we've been sort of working our way around, getting in new bridges and starting on this as well, which means that I'll be able to raise the water level in this area, which will mean that this one can be raised as well. Well, now, it could be possible to raise this even higher. I've only put in the too high one at the moment, but with some extra work along here, this and you know, around a lot of the sides, this could be raised up to 3. Like this section would allow that. This has got a triple on it, so it could be done. Although that it's got a triple on it because it's extra deep at that point. So yeah, it's a little bit. Sometimes it's hard to keep track because yeah, we'll see. So that is extra deep. That is a triple there. I don't think there isn't a taller one than that. And so I could get rid of these, build them up on top of levees again. That could be a way to do that. We'll see. But for now, that will bring, you know, all of this should be about the same height. I don't know. I'm getting very confused. I don't think so. No, that is going to be the same as this being quite low. Yeah, so that's as high as I would want that one anyway. I wouldn't want that any higher. I could build across that bit there, but then I'd have to raise all of this. So that's a lot of work. I'm not saying I'm not going to do it. Might do it. Might be good to have this really, really deep reservoir out here. We might be really prevented from having any problems with droughts. It would just be bad tides that then cause issues. But we'll have to wait and see what happens with that. So this is, yeah, they're starting. They're getting it done. But there's a lot of projects happening, so it's hard to say what I'm waiting for now. I'm just waiting for everything. And there it is. I mean, it's only been a really short time since I said it's going to happen, and it's a bad tide, which is probably the worst thing that can happen, because I'm not really prepared for it as much as I would like. I have got this in place. So there are things that can be done, and hopefully I can push most of it out this way. We'll see. So this is now not a priority at all, and probably should be paused building. If I pause that one, then perhaps they can't do the rest and they'll go on and do something different. Maybe. I'll have to see where they go. Yeah, if they can work on some of this, that might be good. I do want to make sure that no one is going in the water that could be getting contaminated. I don't think they are. I think if they end up going in this area, then that won't be so bad. So yeah, I'm going to carry on prepping this bit and see if we can get as much of it done as possible. Now we can put this in like that. Right, it's that time again. Right, let's just pause for a second and look at where we are. I haven't quite managed to finish all of the things that I wanted to do. Definitely didn't get that bit done. And the bad tide comes in pretty fast. So we did get this big levee done here, but didn't manage to raise this whole area yet. So the first thing I want to do is just take this all the way to the top. And we will be dropping this down to try and funnel as much bad water that way. And we don't want to let a tiny bit in there, and hopefully they'll finish this pretty quick and we won't get any bad water coming through here either. that's the plan. And then we'll see where we are as that unfolds, I guess. I'm gonna stick it into double speed, I guess. Because it's really just a case of watching the water. I mean, we can watch the beavers here. I don't think we can expect to finish any of this because we just don't have the materials. Planks are not being produced fast enough, and especially now that the water wheels are stopping. Yep, they've stopped. That's not going to happen. They are using all the planks as they're being made, and maybe they'll get some of this up, but not much of it, and we just have to rely on the flow to take that. And I'm hoping that most of it heads this way. And well, some of it is. We've got a lot here, obviously. But for now, that's all okay. Luckily, we don't have to worry about the bad tide too much, and there's not too much bad water coming through here. Which just means it's going to be easier to clear it out and get rid of it at the end. If most of it comes around that way, then that's a bonus. It's not nice to look at that though, is it? Right, just another waiting game, I guess, and see if I've actually managed to achieve some decent control of the water. Well, there's less than 2 days left, and the clever little beavers have actually managed to finish this whole thing. Obviously, this is not good. We don't want this in here, so I will be dropping that so that this will go out. I was really worried with all of the changes I'd done here that we would end up with bad tide overflowing this area and running across here and into the... Yeah, that was my worst nightmare for that. But it seems to have been okay. It's all flowing out. Water levels are low, but not critical, I don't think. We've got a lot of stored water sort of all over the place. Obviously, plenty of drinking water. I'm more thinking about the crops and keeping the trees healthy. But this is all good. We're not flowing any through here at the moment, and this is quite low. What it'd be really nice if there was a way to measure the water, just little science thing. Pop here. Hey, this is how high the water is at this point. That would be really handy. Because at the moment I'm just sort of guessing. Oh, how high is this? Well, let's sort of put this down a bit and see if that has an effect on the water. If I could see what heights they were, actually I could sort of work it out. And that would be, that would be better for me. Well, cycle 15. Here we go. Let's hope it all clears out nice and quickly. The water is getting a bit low over here. It would be nice to get a top up of clean water. I'm not sure how well that's going to work. We could push some that way. Just let it out a bit. Don't want to put so much that it floods everywhere. That's what we didn't want to do. Okay. Well, yeah, I mean, been working on getting some bits around here as well now. Once I've started one project, got to start another one. Well, but yeah, that nearly went badly, didn't it? I don't think that caused too much problem. Right, we'll just let that filter all the bad water out, I guess, for now. That's going to take a while. I'm going to have to pass some of it through, I think. Because it's just sitting. So let's pull this one up. And risk dropping this down all the way. And hopefully we can push the water through nice and quickly. When it hits areas we don't want it, we can just let it flow. Right, that's chaos. 4 days later, after a bad tide, and I'm still trying to clean it up. But I am looking forward to getting this all a little bit more set up. This can come all the way to there, maybe. We've got enough water in here for now. I think that might be ready to be set up for that, because this is going to be ready soon. Won't take much more work for that water to stop flowing that way. And there it goes. That was the last bit to cut that off. And that is now going to cause this to be just that little bit higher than that, I guess. It should be anyway. Yeah. That'll start flowing down over there soon, and then this level will come up higher. But I can't help looking at this now, and I'm thinking, I want this even higher. Oh, look, it's creeping up on that edge, just that little bit. So I think, and it's going to start flowing back into there and everything. Yeah, okay. So as much as this is a great idea, this has to come down just that little bit more for now. So that this doesn't overflow and flood the whole industrial district, and that can stay separate, I guess. But I think if you can see it well enough, because it is nighttime again, it's always nighttime when I try and record a bit. Here we go. I think if we just look at everything else, it's all running quite smoothly, and I'm running the game at like fast speed at the moment because everything's like working. You might see like in the corner we've got a lot of beavers dying of old age, and then loads being born and loads growing up. This population has been pretty steady around this sort of 250-ish mark. I'm really happy with that it's stabilised. I haven't had to build a house for ages. I haven't had too much problems with food. That I would like it if they... Where is my farm? I've just gone the wrong way. I would like it if we had a little bit more stockpile on food, especially the bread. You know, there's so much wheat here, and I just cannot get them to make the bread fast enough. So I think more bakeries. We're going to have to put in loads more bakeries to get through this wheat, because it's pretty full. And the wheat flour is filling up, so I guess a little bit more in the way of power as well into something. I don't know, maybe we can put another mill in here. That would probably work-ish. No, it wouldn't, because the door is on the long side, not the short side. That's a pain in the bum. Alright, I'll work something out for that though. Yeah, we'll find somewhere to put another mill in, I think. And then like another 3 bakeries up top here or something. I don't know. But that is a want, because they do have enough food. We've got lots of berries, lots of carrots, well, a fair amount of carrots anyway. I think what's necessary is to make this a deeper reservoir. And that's probably going to be the last thing I do for today's episode. That probably is already really long. I haven't checked for a bit. But I feel like I want to achieve just that bit more. So increase the height here. And fortify all of this edge. And then increase the height of this. Or build a second one. I don't know. Something messy is going to happen here. Yeah, well, we'll see what happens in a minute. Okay, right, I hope I'm not going to regret that too much. Yes, I am going to regret that too much. Let's put this up. Right, whoa, that's a big mess. Okay. This could go very bad, very quickly. Let's just drop this down a little bit. Let some water through. Okay. A little bit of water's coming through there. That's what we want, I think. Right. Well, I did say it was going to be messy. That's stable. Yeah. Yeah, that's sort of worked. I think there's a whole load of rubble down there, isn't there? I don't know if I'm going to be able to get that. I hope I can, because it's good stuff. I'm going to start by doing the levees across here, I think, and I will probably make some steps down. Yeah, I'd like to get these resources back. I don't know whether that was, whether that's worth the steps, but it's good to have some steps down, and hopefully they'll deal with all of this. No, it's too far, so I need to put some paths in for that as well. I don't think I can just build them on top. Oh, I can build them on top of that, but not over this bit. So we just need to the path right there. That should be close enough. That's not too bad for a plan. And then it's time for the big stuff. And that goes like that. And well, yeah, I mean, the plan is that all is up at 4 and shuts off completely. Whether or not it works, that remains to be seen. Might think about using this for aquatic farming. It's not a bad place to sort of set up a new district for that. And we could have an entrance here and here, and that could be another way of getting food in, which is on like the complete opposite end. You've got farming, and then you've got aquatic farming, I guess. Right, it's done. It's done at last. Now, oh, no, this isn't done. Okay, we have to wait for them to finish building this before we put the other bit up. I nearly made a big mistake there. That shouldn't take them too long though. Alright, and then we can raise this a whole nother meter. And we can edge it up a little bit. Because all it's going to do is start flooding over here first. And here. Oh, they're just working on that last little bit. I don't even know if that matters, because I don't know what the thing with water in corners like that is, but there it is, it's done. Let's put the water level up in this area. That's going to slow down everything else around here for now. But that should, I think 2.85 is fine. We don't need to go to 2.9. What I'll do is I'll set this to 0.9. So if we need to overflow, then we're going to overflow here. That's the plan. Whether it works, I don't know. That is always the way though with my plans in this game. Make a plan, see if it works. Okay, well, it's kind of working. We've definitely got nice high water level here and here, a little bit lower here than here, a bit of excess water here. This is lovely and high. Don't need to worry about that one, that seems to be fine. This bit is working well. What I'm having problems is here. I don't know why, but every so often it does that. I mean, it's not going to be a problem in a minute because we're going to have a drought. But yeah, something's just slightly off here, and I don't know, maybe there's just not enough flow in this part. But well, I'll see what I can do. Before the next episode, I'll just keep playing with it and see if there's a solution. If not, maybe some flood defences along here be good, just to stop it. Well, crikey, I don't know what happened there. And also I want to work on this. We've got everything in place really just to get started. So I think before the next episode I'm going to do that. But you know, I'm going to say goodbye now because it's another drought and I could just keep on going on and on and on. Well, no one wants that. You know, episode has to end at some point. So I think this all should just settle into a happy still point. I hope. Really hope. I don't have to keep fiddling with it now because that is pretty impressive for how things are going now. That's quite a big wide setup and lots of stored up water as well, so hopefully there's plenty I can just dip into, let flow down a bit when things get a bit low, and yeah, not worry so much now. So this really is me saying goodbye this time, and I will see you for another episode real soon, I guess. Bye.